The lock slams shut and the steel door rattles once. You taste the air immediately. It's metallic, it's cold, it smells like wet concrete and the slow death of batteries. This is not a drill. It is the challenge. 48 hours, no food, and you are locked inside a failing subterranean tomb. Forget the clock for a minute. Your first enemy is not starvation. It is the insidious, invisible enemy already coating your lungs. It is the toxicity. Bunkers, even clean ones, breed death by suffocation. Failed ventilation, decaying supplies, off-gassing chemicals from cheap plastic seals. They call this scenario a challenge. I call it an involuntary stress test for the stupid or the unprepared. But since you're already here, we stop whining. We start calculating. 48 hours is approximately 2880 minutes. Every one of them is a negotiation with entropy. Here is the immediate checklist. Number 1, air quality and filtration. Number 2, hydration and temperature regulation. Number 3, escape analysis if you fail. Step 1, the rest is just theory. Take 3 deep breaths right now. Taste the air again. If it burns, you have minutes, not hours. If it simply feels heavy, you have time to improvise. Most modern bunker toxins are not nerve agents. They are simple industrial byproducts. Carbon monoxide from old generators, methane from stagnant wastewater, biological spores from inadequate sealing. Your primary concern is CO. It is colorless, odorless, and it binds to your hemoglobin 250 times better than oxygen. This is how people die peacefully in their sleep during a power outage. Your only sensor is the dull ache behind your eyes. No worries. We deal with the air using high IQ, low-tech solutions. You need a filter immediately. If you have a gas mask, good for you. It probably handles particulates, not gas. If you have nothing, you look for 2 things: carbon and moisture. Carbon is the key to absorption. Look for anything charred. A scrap of burnt wood, perhaps from an old heating element, or debris. If you can crush that charred material into a fine powder, you have primitive activated charcoal. Your mask is simply tightly woven natural fiber. Cotton is preferred. Wool will also work. Saturate the cloth with water, just damp, not soaked. The moisture helps trap dust and slightly cool the air entering your lungs. Now, layer the powdered carbon between 2 layers of damp cloth. Hold this over your nose and mouth. It will buy you time against particulates and some organic vapors. It will not stop concentrated CO. For CO, you need a different strategy. Air movement. We need to find the air inlet and outlet. Every sealed space has a weakest point. Crawl low to the ground. CO and most heavier toxins will sink or settle in stagnant zones. Feel the air pressure change on your skin. If you find an inlet, even a tiny crack, treat it like gold. Your job is to increase the differential pressure between the inlet and the outlet. If you have something, anything, you can use as a fan, a piece of cardboard, a thick magazine, start fanning towards the known exit point. Slowly, deliberately, creating a forced draft. This is survival physics. It mitigates stagnation. It keeps the toxic plume moving away from your immediate breathing zone. Your shelter zone should be the highest point in the space, as far from the lowest, wettest corner as possible. Now we address the second immediate killer: dehydration and temperature. 48 hours without food is inconvenient. 48 hours without water is fatal, especially if you are working. Your body temperature control is dependent on liquid. In a cold bunker, you risk hypothermia. In a hot, stagnating bunker, hyperthermia will kill you faster than the toxins. Your body is a furnace. Scavenge water ruthlessly. Don't rely on finding bottled water. Look for condensation. Cold metal pipes, concrete walls, the sealed floor. Any surface colder than the ambient air will sweat. Use a clean piece of fabric, a bandana, a shirt sleeve, to wick that moisture up. Don't wring it directly into your mouth. That water is likely contaminated with mold, heavy metals, and industrial sludge. It is marginally better than nothing, but we need to purify. If you have an empty metallic container, a soda can, a thermos lid, you have a solar still or a heating element. If there is any residual power or a working lighter, you boil it. Boiling kills biological pathogens. It does nothing for chemicals, but biological agents are the more immediate threat from scavenged condensation. If boiling is impossible, you must attempt a makeshift filter again. Layers of sand, gravel, carbon, and cloth. Filter the water 3 times, discarding the outermost cloth layer each time. Drink small sips. Never guzzle. Your body needs constant, measured intake, not a shock wave. Managing temperature is vital for conserving energy. If it is cold, wrap everything. Your core is most important. Chest and head. Use packing material, plastic sheeting, even accumulated trash. Insulation is key. Do not exercise to warm up. Movement burns calories and water you desperately need to save for the final escape. If the environment is hot, you must strip down. Moisten your pulse points. Wrists, neck, temples. Evaporation is your friend. Lie still. Do not panic. Panic is a self-inflicted fever. We pivot now to the advanced tactics. The lock, the barrier. 48 hours is a long time to stare at an obstacle you cannot breach. But you must understand it. Is it a simple key lock? Is it an electronic deadbolt? Is it mechanically sealed from the outside? Your goal is not to escape early because you cannot. Your goal is to prepare the lock for rapid breach the instant the clock hits 0. Examine the hinges. Look for any sign of corrosion or weakness around the locking mechanism plate. If you have any tool, no matter how small, a shard of metal, a heavy rock, begin a systematic process of degradation. Don't try to force it open. Try to loosen the screws holding the strike plate. Try to chip away at the surrounding concrete or frame. This is slow, tedious work. It is also psychological warfare against your imprisonment. Every tiny piece of rust or concrete you dislodge is a tiny victory. It keeps you sane. Psychological warfare extends inward as well. Isolation is designed to break the mind. In 48 hours, you will experience auditory hallucinations. You will hear voices. You will hear the scraping of things that are not there. This is the brain conserving energy and trying to entertain itself. Do not fight it. Acknowledge it. Say, that is the sound of the concrete settling, even if it sounds like a whisper. Establish a routine instantly. Divide the 48 hours into 6 8-hour blocks. Block 1, assessment and air. Block 2, water and shelter construction. Block 3, rest and lock prep. Block 4, water purification and maintenance. Block 5, deep rest and mental review. Block 6, final preparations and escape staging. Your most dangerous enemy after the air is poor judgment. Do not drink your own urine. It's a terrible myth. Urine is high in salt and urea. It forces your kidneys to work harder, accelerating dehydration. Save the scavenged condensation. It is dirty, but it is low salt. Waste management is critical. If you are trapped for 48 hours, you must use a designated, sealed location for human waste. Infection from biological waste in a confined space is swift and lethal. Use whatever plastic, bucket, or container you can find. Seal it. Move it as far from your breathing and sleeping zone as possible. Remember, the bacteria from that waste are using the same limited oxygen you are. The 24-hour mark is the psychological low point. You have survived the initial shock. You are exhausted from the assessment phase. Your body is beginning to enter genuine starvation mode, although the hunger pangs will subside soon. This is where you need deep rest. Set a timer if you can, or use your pulse to measure time. Sleep for 4 hours, maximum. Never more. Sleep too deeply, and you lose track of the environment, missing the subtle signs of CO buildup. During your maintenance checks, watch your skin. Pale blue lips and extremities are the sign of severe oxygen deprivation or hypothermia. If you feel confused, dizzy, or exceptionally drowsy, Assume CO poisoning is accelerating. If you can find an open flame source, a lighter, a candle, watch it. A flame that burns blue or guttering low indicates severely depleted oxygen. If it goes out, you have only minutes before you pass out. If you reach the 36-hour mark, you are operating on pure reserve fuel. This is the time for maximum stillness. Your metabolism must slow to a crawl. No unnecessary movement. Focus on the door. Rehearse the exit plan in your mind until it is muscle memory. If the door opens, you do not just burst out. Bunkers often have negative air pressure differentials. Opening the door can create a rush of air, sucking accumulated outside toxins in or pushing your current bad air out. Assume the exterior environment is hostile or highly unstable. When the clock hits 0, move quickly, but with perfect control. Grab your makeshift filter. Breach the pre-weakened lock. When the door moves, turn your head away from the gap and hold your breath momentarily. Do not inhale the first rush of outside air. It may be cleaner, but the shock to your system can induce paralysis. Move out, keeping low. Do not look back. Do not celebrate. Safety is not the door. Safety is distance. 48 hours survived. You navigated the darkness, the toxins, and the relentless enemy within your own skull. Welcome to the new world. You earned your air.